On the 28th of October, the footballing world lost a hero because Erik Ten Hag has just been sacked from Man United. So I've decided to make a video of, was Ten Hag's tenure at Man United a failure or was it a success? Did he actually fail at United or not? Let's take a look into it. So before we even get to his time at Man United, let's talk about this season because his results this season are the reason he got sacked. He got a new contract in the summer and has been sacked pretty much 2 months into the new season. Adding context, they're coming into this season off the back of United's worst ever Premier League season, finishing 8th and just about getting the Europa League spot due to winning the FA Cup. So with that already happening last season, this season they've played 9 so far, won 3, drawn 2 and lost 4. Manchester United have lost more games than they've won. This is Manchester United Football Club, one of, if not the biggest club in world football. You should not be losing more games than you've won. They've scored 8 goals only this season in 9 games, the 3rd worst in the league behind only Palace and Southampton, who are both in a relegation dogfight right now. With all of this being said, Man United are currently sitting 14th place in the Premier League at the time Ten Hag has been sacked. Fair enough, because Man United should be nowhere near 14th. Ten Hag has made United play like a bottom league team, and that's exactly where they're placed. They're placed in the bottom half of the Premier League. The 2 notable performances I want to talk about this year from United is the West Ham and Liverpool game. Let's talk about the West Ham game, the game that ultimately got him sacked in the end. United were on top for a majority of this game. First half it was all them, but they just could not finish. That is the issue. Whenever they were through on goal, they passed to a player, they can't finish. You can't blame that on Ten Hag, I get it. But surely, after only scoring 8 goals so far in the Prem, you're thinking, maybe let's put some finishers on. And then the Liverpool game, which pretty much confirmed the sacking, because as a Man United manager, you do not lose 3-0 at home at Old Trafford to Liverpool, getting played off the park. Their midfield, which was open, bruv. It was so open. There was one time where Liverpool had like 4 attackers running through and it was Kobe Mainoo on his one. Ten Hag's like decision making of where to play players is horrible. You don't start Ahmad, you play Kobe in the 6th. Okay, that's this season. Let's talk about his overall time at Manchester United. Let's determine now, is it a failure? Was it a success? In his overall time at Man United, he managed 128 games, winning 72 of them, drawing 20 and losing 36. That gives him a 56% win percentage as Man United boss. The only one after Fergie he's under is Jose Mourinho, who's at a percent of 58%. If you look at it on paper, he's got the 2nd highest win percentage and he's won 2 trophies in the 2 seasons he's been there. You can't class that as a failure. But look at what's happened. Look at the team he took over and look at the team now. The team's regressed. The team he took over had what? Pogba, Martial, Rashford, Bruno, Sancho, Ronaldo. They had attacking talent coming out of their ears, man. You've got Bruno and Rashford still, who are worse since 2022, so they've regressed already. Then when you get onto Ronaldo, Pogba and Sancho, Ten Hag has replaced them with Anthony, Højlund and Casemiro. All his own signings, by the way. Ten Hag has made these signings. He has regressed the club. And if you want to talk about regressing the club, let's look at their aggregate score against Liverpool. Man United's biggest rivals. In the 5 games Ten Hag has managed against Liverpool, the aggregate score is 13-4 to Liverpool. In 5 games he's lost 13-4. As a Man United manager, one of them being 7-0. You've lost 7-0 to your biggest rivals. Fergie would never let this happen. He's made Man United unrecognisable. I remember going to Old Trafford used to be the worst game of the season. Now I'm looking forward to it. Ten Hag has made it easy to beat United, which again, I'm saying it over and over again, that should not be a thing. A lot of you will understand me on this. Now on to the last little bit. Was it the correct decision to sack Ten Hag? From a Man United perspective, of course it was. They should have done this in the summer. I know why they didn't. There wasn't really anyone going. Now there's no Tuchel, which means there's less pool of good managers for United to choose. They kind of done it at the wrong time. All in all, it was a good decision for Man United to sack Ten Hag because they needed him out of that club. For the league, for the entertainment purposes, no, it was a horrible decision. Keep Ten Hag. I'm Ten Hag in. Looking at it, he is arguably their worst manager of all time because at the end of the day, he's given them their worst league finish of all time. He's left with less respect than any of the other managers before him, and that is due to the time he had at the club. He had 2 and a bit years and he had full control over the signings he wanted to make. The money he spent is a lot more than any other United manager post Alex Ferguson. That's why United fans just hate him and they can see the regression in their club has clearly made in the last 2 years. When they're seeing teams like Arsenal and Chelsea and Liverpool build themselves back up, you got them coming straight back down. Like, let's have it right. Ten Hag at Man United was a failure. Because of the nature of the job, it's the biggest job arguably in world football. Maybe at another job he would succeed, but his tenure at Man United is a failure. That is the main point. He regressed that football team. He regressed the players, he's regressed the club, which is the two biggest issues United are going to have to deal with, because look at the players he's left them with. Who are the good players he's left them with? You got Rashford's good, Bruno's good, Onana's good. That's it. That's really it. But that's all I'm saying on this today. Hope you enjoyed. Ballon d'Or's in about 15 minutes. So tomorrow you might get a video about SidhuJr getting robbed of the Ballon d'Or according to reports today. But we'll soon find out. Hope you enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe, all of that. I'll see you in a bit, and love.